Hi there, YouTubers. This is Joe Drums coming to you. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing awesome. Hope you guys liked the last video. I got a lot of great comments on it. I really had fun making it. Remember in the last video I was talking about this video and how I'm going to be talking about splashes. And basically this is kind of like my take on how I use splashes and the different splashes that I have available. Again, this is just all my opinion. There's a lot of different variations out there, a lot of different companies. I'm going to just show you some of the splashes that I have available, and we'll get started with the first one. It's called the Zildjian Fast Splash. It's a 10-inch, and it's a really kind of a thinner cymbal. It's not too thick, so it gives a nice bright sound. Here's what it sounds like. And I love splash cymbals for adding to the drum set. They're not like your regular cymbals. They are in kind of like the crash category. They're just a very fast crash that gets out of the way. As soon as you hit it, it dies out really quick, unlike a regular crash where it can keep going for a longer period of time. So I like getting a 10-inch. In fact, the very first splash cymbal that I have is actually at my where I teach drum lessons right now. It's actually there, and they've been using it, and it's a real fun cymbal. Again, you know, these are used for a very fast, quick accent, and they're not really made for like really power explosive. So you don't really want to hit these too hard. I know a lot of drummers will use mainly the tip of the stick. They might do that. Some will use the shoulder of the stick, or some will use both. But you need to have the main cymbals first. You got to have at least one crash, a ride cymbal, and a hi-hat. Then you might want to start adding a splash here or there. And I call these kind of like in the special effects type of cymbal. Again, same thing with the Chinas. The China cymbals are special effects cymbals. So these are not your main cymbals, but they're nice little add-ons. I'm going to start off with another one that's another 10-inch splash. It's a Zildjian, and that is the this is the A Custom Splash. It's a 10-inch, and we'll put that on there. And again, sounds a little bit different. Again, still 10-inch, but it's real nice. It has a nice bright sound. So that's the A Custom 10-inch Zildjian Splash. Alright, so these are pretty much the next two biggest splash that you get. There is a 12-inch. Again, here's my personal preference. I don't like 12 inches. I think they sound more like a regular crash cymbal. And if you're going to get a regular crash cymbal, you might as well just get a 16-inch or a 15-inch. Or I've even seen 14 inches too. But I found that I like the splash, category to start with like a 10-inch. And then maybe go smaller, an 8-inch. And in fact, I'm going to pull the 8-inch out right now. So let's do that. So this is an A splash. I was going to say 10-inch. It's actually 8-inch. And it sounds a little bit smaller, obviously, because of the size of it. It's got a neat little bell sound. So that's really quick splash. Again, as soon as you hit it, gets right out of the way when you're playing drums. And again, it adds a nice little touch to the to the snare drum. If you're popping with the snare and the splash together, sounds really, really good. So that's the 8-inch splash. And then there's one more. We'll go down one size smaller, and that is going to be the 6-inch splash. And it's, again, by Zildjian. Really tiny. The smallest they have, by the way. Kind of almost sounds like a little bit of a gong sound to it. So, again, so that's the smallest. I don't think you'd want to go any smaller. It probably wouldn't even make a sound. It'd be like... Tss. So anyway, that's the smallest cymbal they make for splash cymbals. Again, they start with 6-inch, they go 8, 10, and then 12. And those are the standard sizes for splashes. I've got another one here that I want to show you. This is kind of a special effects. It's not a splash. This is called a Zil-Bel. And again, it's kind of a, it's a sound effect of a bell sound. So it's like even some of the ride cymbals that they make nowadays basically has this built right into the bell of the ride. But this is just the bell itself. Bell itself. And sounds like school's in session, right? So anyway, that's the Zil-Bel. And then last but not least, I'm going to show you my my Sabians. I've got a couple Sabians. And up first is the 8-inch Splash Paragon by Sabian. This is a Neil Peart cymbal. I think this even decays a little bit more. I think that's why Neil loves these kind of cymbals. He was looking for a splash that really goes quick, even faster than the Zildjians. So that's the 8-inch Splash. And then we have the 10-inch Splash, again, the Sabian Paragon. And really love that sound. That is definitely awesome sound. I think they do make an 8-inch in this as well. I just don't have it. I have the 6 and the 10 right now. Or the 8 and the 10. I don't have the 6. Another thing I'd like to talk about is the actual stands that splashes can be put on. You wouldn't want to, I mean, you can go out and buy a cymbal stand just for a splash cymbal, but it's really kind of overkill, I think. DW makes these things called bones. There's other companies out that actually make just a boom stand slash clamp, so it'll clamp onto your existing cymbal stand. This is DW's version. So you wouldn't want to go, like I said, and get a big stand. Just get something small, something with maybe a little mini boom on it, and it'll be able to clamp somewhere on your drum set so you can have it. And that's all you really need for a splash cymbal, because it's not very heavy, it's very light. When you hit it, it doesn't really have weight to it, so this is really all you need. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. I'll be checking out the comments, and again, like this video, and I'll have more videos down the road, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Until then, take care, keep rocking.